Hello, everybody. This is Doug Spoon with Menifee 24/7, and we are here with Coach Matt Dale and some members of the Paloma Valley High School girls basketball team. They are getting ready to play Eisenhower Thursday at home at 7 p.m. in the CIF Division II Finals. And if that sounds familiar, that's right where the Wildcats were last year. They won the CIF championship and went all the way to the state championship game. So we would like to welcome Coach Dale. How are you today, Coach?
Doug, I'm doing well, thanks.
Good. So let's talk about this whole season. It's been a crazy last year.
Yeah.
We don't want to dwell too much on the way last year ended, but obviously it was a disappointed appointment. You were all the way to the championship game, getting ready to head to Sacramento, and then the pandemic hit. You didn't get to play that last game.
Right.
So what has it been like in the year since then? How did you put that behind you? You're wondering all year if you were even going to have a season. What's it been like?
Yeah, I think the season was definitely in doubt for a long time. And so when it was finally decided that we could have a season, I think we were excited and grateful to be able to play. And I don't know that we had really high expectations. I think we just wanted to come in and be back together and sort of see how things felt. Focus on keeping everybody safe, keeping families safe, and eventually just sort of like go with the flow of the season. And I think as things have gone along, it's rounded into another great season for us.
What was it like when you first got the word that you were going to be able to start having kind of an abbreviated season that started later than normal?
Yeah.
Did you have any idea what you were going to be looking at?
I think, the big question was going to be where were the girls as far as their ability to play. We hadn't been together for a year at that point. No off-season training together. Maybe girls had done some things on their own, but to be able to come back and function as a team, we had 5 practices before our first game. I think there was just a lot of nervousness or uncertainty about where we would be. And I would say I was pleasantly surprised with where the girls were at. And we started out actually like pretty strong. And once we've gotten into it, I think things seem pretty normal. Aside from some of the routines that are a little bit different, things seem really normal.
Now, how was the schedule put together? That was kind of thrown together at the last minute, right? Did you have any input on who you wanted to play those first few games to get ready?
We had some games that we had tried to schedule earlier. So when CIF decided that we would be attempting to go in the spring, we were already starting to put some games together. So some of those we had contracts for. Others, we're just making phone calls with coaches we know or athletic directors that we know. And, hey, can we fit this in? And really the schedule's been a living thing ongoing.
Right.
We had one of our games against Modern Day Catholic in San Diego was something that came along probably about a week and a half before that game took place, where the tournament organizer called me up, said, "Hey, would you like to play?" Absolutely. And there we were. So we were trying to schedule non-conference games all the way until the very last day that we could.
Wow. Now you lost 2 of your first 3 games, then you blew out Murrieta Valley. And I think it was just from that point on, not many of your games have really been close. Was there something that clicked at that time?
Our 3 losses have been to really good teams. I think that's the biggest part of it. Martin Luther King, Roosevelt are 2 great Division I teams. Modern Day Catholic from San Diego is another great Division I team. And so those are our 3 losses, to high quality opponents. And that was something very consciously we wanted to do, was to play a tough schedule, because we thought that would be our best chance to get us prepared and really allow us to sort of know where we were.
Right.
So yeah, we're getting better and we're playing better as the season has gone along for sure. But I think that's as much of a function of tough opponents. And all 3 of those losses were close.
Let's talk a little bit about some of your players. Who has really come through, maybe that you expected, maybe that you didn't expect this season?
Yeah, Trinity Bradley, Maya Pierfax, and Sydney Woodley are 3 senior returners. All 3 crucial members of our team last year, all conference, all CIF players. And so, I didn't really have much doubt about what they would bring to us this year, and they really have been rocks. However, we've had other players who contributed in either minor roles, Essence Lewis and Christiana Hawkins, who sort of played bench roles last year, have stepped into starting roles, and they have been great. And Angeline Valdivia, who was a JV player for us most of the year last year, has stepped in and been great. And I think that's been the difference, like you can't win with 3 kids. And so our ability to play girls who weren't in big minutes last year and have them be really good for us, especially on the defensive end, I think has been key for us.
Good. Well, let's talk to a couple of your players. Who do we want to bring in first?
We'll bring up Maya first.
Okay. Maya Pierfax. Let's bring her in and ask her a couple of questions. Hi, Maya. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now speak up so we can all hear you loud and clear. First of all, let's just get the sad news out of the way. The end of last year, it was such a shock and such a disappointment. How did you and your team kind of put that behind you? I mean, it's been a long year to kind of think about it since then, right?
Yeah. I feel like when it had first happened, we were really bummed about it, but we were just hoping that we would have another opportunity this year. So we kind of put it past us pretty fast.
So what did you do during this whole pandemic? You weren't allowed to go to school. You weren't allowed to practice with your team. Did you do working out, practicing and on your own to try to keep your game in shape?
Yeah, I did a lot of training. I just really trained and then did online school, and that's it.
What did you expect when you finally got the okay that you guys were going to be able to play? You didn't have many practices to get together. You had some new players. What were you expecting at that time?
I was expecting things to be really slow. I thought it was going to take us a while to get back into things, but we ended up doing really good.
What's been your highlight for you personally this year? Is there something that you're most proud of that you've been able to accomplish?
Getting back to the CIF championship, probably.
Okay. As you got ready for the playoffs, did you feel confident compared to the way you guys felt going into the playoffs last year? Was it kind of the same feeling?
I feel like it was a little more nerve-wracking just because we knew we were going to be playing better teams. We were in a higher division. So, but I feel like we were pretty confident going in. So.
Okay. So this is back-to-back appearances in the championship game. Do you feel like you guys are kind of building a tradition for future teams to follow? I mean, this is a pretty amazing accomplishment that you're doing.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that would be nice.
What's your plans for next year, Maya?
I plan on going to Midland College in Texas. I'm gonna play out there.
Okay, good. Do you know what you're going to study in college?
Yeah, I'm gonna study criminology.
Oh, very good. Okay, well, thank you for taking a minute to talk to us. Let's bring in the next player. Who are we going to have next?
Christy.
Okay. Again, the championship game is Thursday night, 7:00 at Paloma. Christiana Hawkins, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Now speak up loud and clear so we can hear you. You have come on and played an important role more so as the season has gone on. What did you expect when the year started?
Well, when this year started, I didn't expect to really have a season because they were saying we're probably not going to play. But as soon as we got word, we all wanted to get into the gym and start playing as soon as we could.
So what did you do? What was your workout routine like? Because you couldn't work out with the team. What did you do individually to stay in shape?
Well, before I was in swim, so we did some core workouts and leg workouts. We did squats and stuff.
Okay. Okay. How would you describe your role on the team? What are they counting on you to do to make the team a success every game?
Well, my role is to get as many defensive blocks and rebounds as I can, and on offense as well.
Okay, good. And how do you describe the team's confidence and attitude at this point in the season? You guys really confident after what you've been able to accomplish?
Yeah, I think so. We're all pretty confident. especially our seniors, they're like really up there. They're pretty hype and everything, which brings up the whole entire team. I think their happiness brings up everybody.
Now you're a sophomore, right?
Yes.
So you've got 2 more years to carry on this tradition. Do you feel like there's going to be some responsibility on you coming back next year to say to the new players, hey, look what we've done the last couple of years?
Yeah, I feel like me and my other friend Essence, we're going to have to be there for the team next year now because our 3 top scorers aren't going to be there, Sydney, Maya, and Trinity. So we're going to have to pick it up, me and Essence.
Right. Okay, good. Well, thank you for taking a minute to talk to us. So we're back with Coach Dale. Anything you want to tell us about the game? I know attendance is somewhat limited and they're not selling tickets at the door, right? What can you tell us about that?
So tickets all have to be purchased online ahead of time. I think you have the link posted up on your website. We're not sure what we're going to cap it at. So you want to get in probably as soon as possible if you're interested in coming.
Now, this will be the biggest crowd that you've played before this year, right?
For sure. So, it's a little bit weird to host a CIF championship game in your home gym. Usually it's at some neutral site.
Right.
So, we want to make the most of this opportunity and hopefully have a lot of people come. For some people, it's probably going to be their first game of the year.
Great. Well, we want to wish you good luck and your players. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us, and we'll see you at the game Thursday.
All right. Thanks, Doug.